So the Ethers Phoenix game rewards you for participating in the public goods ecosystem. So if you're contributing to public goods to the ecosystem, is in like Gitcoin grants rounds, if you're attending Shelling Point conferences, or even if you're participating in public goods activities that are outside of the Gitcoin ecosystem, so things like Optimism's retroactive public goods funding, you will be rewarded and by earning regen points and cool artwork. So this is kind of a mock-up of what the website may be looking like. This will be the idea of like the first NFT that you can pick up. So it's just like the egg. You have a regen score of just 1. You'll be able to claim that. And then this will be kind of your dashboard that shows upcoming public goods activities that have POAPs. Now, full credit to Armando for thinking of the fact that a lot of these activities already offer POAPs. So going to ETH Denver, going to Shelling Point, different Gitcoin activities, a lot of them already have these POAPs. So what the devs are working on is just tracking those on the back end and then just having an attributed regen point score that you get along with them. So for example, if you give to GR15, you might get 200 regen points, and that'll help you level up. So for the first level, you'll just have one POAP you can collect. Maybe it'll just be as simple as reading about public goods. This might be for somebody who's brand new to the ecosystem. You'll be able to claim that POAP, get some regen points. Your regen score goes up to level 2. And more importantly, you go from level 1 with this NFT to something that might show like a little baby Ethers Phoenix. As you collect more POAPs, you get more regen points. You'll be able to go up more levels, collect more artwork, and eventually the Ethers Phoenix will be shown, flying into the sky. I think one of the things that's going to be really exciting with this is having a lot of different artists contribute. So there's somebody who's already working on Ethers Phoenix song. Luke Harris, who did the original Moonshot bots, is working on doing like an Ethers Phoenix kind of pixel version of this. I would love to see like an Ethers Phoenix tattoo design. And I mean, I think there's so many different, like a live action, maybe 3D printed versions of these as well. So you'll always be able to click and go back through the different artwork that you have collected. And there's a couple of different ways that we could generate some revenue from this. Primarily, I'm interested in, I think a lot of us want to just use this to get people interacting with public goods more, because as we saw with like the last grants round, a lot of people, it just like fell off their radar or wasn't top of mind. So I think gamification is just one way that we can keep people coming back and trying to claim those regen points. One way that we can monetize it is by just selling the one-of-ones. So maybe you get like this holographic or holofoil sort of overlay if you own the one-of-one of any of this artwork. And that way we can just continue to fund the project and the artists and developers. Also, very importantly, if you stop interacting with public goods, you stop giving to grants rounds, you stop showing up at these activities, then your NFT will actually start to burn up or get covered up in some way. And eventually your Phoenix will go dormant. So your Tamagotchi dies. So that is what I've got kind of from the art side. Demu has been doing a lot of really cool stuff on the back end. Chase, you've been helping to drive a lot of this too. Do you have anybody else have things that they want to add? Damien, I don't know if you can chime in too.
Is Damien on the call? I'll let him chime in.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm having some trouble with my internet, but I can try to share my screen and show the first prototype.
Sure. Yeah, you sound fine, so go ahead and try sharing.
Okay. 1 second. Can you see my screen?
It's coming up. Yep, you're good.
Great, great. So this is the first Ether Phoenix prototype. It is deployed in Command Optimus. the user can mint one and only one Phoenix NFT, and each Phoenix it has a related image that is generated by a backend server. The idea behind it is to check the NFT owner region point balance and show a Phoenix related to this region point. So how, like Compton say, the Phoenix start with a base image, and then the Phoenix can evolve when the owner contribute to public goods. Uh, um, so one way to get the region point is from the POAP related to public goods. Like if you contribute to a GitCon grant, you get a POAP, and the POAP get you maybe 10 region point. So now the prototype is just getting the owner POAP balance and the POAP balance on XDAI network, and showing an SVG image with the balance number. Um, so this user have 24 POAP. This user doesn't have any POAP. This is the link. I will share the link in the chat. Then we should add the logic on our backend to display the proper Phoenix for each NFT based on the owner region point, and allow to add new POAP event with the related region point for each one. Well, my internet is not working so good, so the image is not loading. Okay, there. Okay, so Samuel have one POAP in your account. That is for now, but we start working on it.
Awesome. Thanks, Damo. I'm actually, is Kevin here still? I don't know if he is. He is. Kevin, would you mind kind of sharing like what your vision is for this Ethers Phoenix project, like how it excites you in terms of funding public goods and what value you're expecting from Ethers Phoenix, so people can kind of hear that talk that you've given us and like how it could help grow that ecosystem.
Totally. You meant me, not Kevin Emu, right?
Yeah, would love it from you, but it would also be funny to hear Eamon's take as well.
So I mean, we did the episode with Carl Flourish, and his whole vision is that Ethers Phoenix is kind of like this entity, like this angel that rewards you for summoning it. And the more you contribute to public goods, the more you summon Ethers Phoenix. But also, so Ethers Phoenix is summoning us, but we're also summoning Ethers Phoenix in this like reciprocal relationship. And I just think it's a really interesting concept about how the behavior of networks affects other people in the network. And I don't really have any strong feelings about how the mechanic of the NFT should work. In fact, one of the things that I said to Colton when I recorded the episode with Carl is like, hey, first off, Alpha Leak, Ethers Phoenix is an interesting idea intellectually to me, but secondarily, we're kind of trying to cozy up next to optimism. So hits that goal also. And if you're looking for your next project, maybe Ethers Phoenix is it. But I'm actually very explicitly trying not to be prescriptive about how the mechanics should work, because we're trying to decentralize leadership of the Moonshot Collective, and really wanted to. I think we explicitly said Colton would love you to drive this, as opposed to the Greatest LARP, which was kind of driven by my vision and the mechanics that I came up with. So intentionally not setting a goal for the mechanics of this one, because we're trying to decentralize leadership. So is that kind of what you're asking?
Yeah, absolutely. That was perfect. I just wanted to kind of hear, you've given us some awesome takes.
Yeah.
I think that kind of goes into like what we've heard from you as well, and kind of like the value prop that this could add. So thanks, Kevin.
So if people want to make or have friends who can make really amazing NFTs, then that'll just give us more levels and more of the game for people to play. So send them my way. I don't know if there's any asks on the dev side, but other than that, I feel like we should pass the mic along so we can get some other projects in here.
Absolutely.
And if you have anything to say, just drop it in the chat here.
Yep, exactly. And I just dropped a Telegram link where you can hang out and see updates on the Ethers Phoenix. If you want to come join as an artist, as a developer, as an XD designer, as a product manager, so on and so forth, we'd love to have you kind of participate in building this. That's kind of where we all hang out and talk about when we're going to meet next.